Hello everyone and welcome to the TDM FunCup Championship Season 2, and we are here at Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix layout. My name is JT, I will be with you once again, and this is going to be once again a scuffed broadcast. As you may be able to tell, I have no voice. This is going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, welcome along. Practice is underway. We have just under 7 minutes left on the clock, and we have a lot of drivers out on track. There is one major change to note heading in to this round. And we now join you live here at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, and let's have a look at the major changes that we have with this car heading in towards Paddock Hill Bend. You may notice that it's a different colour once we get a little bit closer. This is Mick Tunes, and that different colour means that we are using different cars. This is the FunCup Stage 3 car. We have moved away from the FunCup UK car. It is still the FunCup car, but not the UK version. It is the FunCup Stage 3, which is also used in the UK as well. Different cars, drivers have been trying to get used to them, and it is all change here at FunCup. This is a trial round here at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. We have been practicing with them all week, and the drivers are ready to test them in a race setting. I actually have no idea what car I will go to when I press it. Sandeep. Awesome. Let's ride with Sandeep, who's heading through Graham Hill Bend now, around this Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. And yes, we have been not even going 5 minutes, and I'm going to mention it is very hot in the UK. I am already very hot. All of these PCs and all of this computer stuff is not helping, and it's going to be so fun. I have noticed we have a little bit of battling coming on here with Jack Smith, who has moved away from the green. He's now gone red, and we'll do a full run through of the liveries a little bit later on, as we switch from the background music so you can actually hear the game of the cars going round. As let's now go through all of the liveries so you know what car is which. Sandeep is in the green flower car, number 253. Jack Smith is in the red white car with the red stripe along the top, 489. Daniel is in the golf cart, the dark blue golf cart, number 34. Eric is in our first McDonald's car in the number 88. Matthew Pryor has chosen this livery himself, and he says, I chose it for the flower power. So this is the flower car. It's going to become the biggest joke in FunCup this season. Mick is on the 299, the red, white and blue car. John Jig is also on the red, white and blue car, the 299. And Webber, who's in the pits, was the first driver to claim the McDonald's livery. And apparently, I am told that the reason that Webber is on the McDonald's livery is because he always mentions how he always gets a lot of food in and doesn't really cook himself. There we are. Fun fact about Daniel. His shift light, when he gear shifts, that is linked up to his lights as he goes very wide there. You will see on the front facing camera, when he shifts up, his high beams flash. Don't ask me why. We don't know. Daniel doesn't know. We've just done it for a little bit of fun. Hopefully we get to see it somewhere around the circuit. His downshift is linked to his hazard lights, but since the FunCup car doesn't have any hazard lights, we unfortunately will not see that today. But I don't know if he's changed it, but last time I checked, which was around 10 minutes ago, his high beams were linked to his upshift in his gearing. A little bit of a top gear thing there, and you just saw him flash there on the going down in towards Graham Hill Bend with top gear usually linking up the brakes and the horns and stuff like that. Well, this is the upshift and the high beam headlights for a lot of fun. This is Daniel with just behind him the 489 car of Jack Smith. We also have updated the standings graphic, do not worry about that. And up the inside goes Jack Smith, down there at Hawthorns. Daniel drifts a little bit and Jack Smith gets that position. But remember, it is only practice at the moment, but they are still getting used to the car and how it handles. And I've been told that the slipstream, there's none of it at all. There's little to no slipstream, which is unfortunate. As these guys continue, warning you now, we're going to have a scuffed graphic appear at the moment as the replay stuff has messed around. And we'll get it back lined up. And we shall fade it round and we'll play the thing. This is the pre-practice montage. This was myself getting a little bit used to the drone with Daniel and providing some very cool shots of Daniel as he goes around the Grand Prix circuit. And then this was at the end where the server disconnected and they decided to go full throttle through the barriers and off the map, because why not? This was with Eric, who just got it all wrong and had to go off. And then at the next, well, just at the corner before, this was Matthew Pryor getting into the side of Daniel. And then at Sterling's, this was Daniel going a little bit wide, and that put him off into the barrier and into the gravel. Drivers pushing the limits here, very nearly got into the barrier at the tyre barrier, but was able to save it. And now we do the joys of trying to reset all the systems as Daniel goes a little bit wide there. And even wider down there at the next corner, and actually spins it round into the barrier as the checkered flag is out. So just a bit of mess around time as we will do some on-air production, getting your graphics back into position, so when we use it a little bit later, it's okay. Here's Daniel on his last lap. It's a little bit annoying that I can't do that change thing off air. I have to do it on air. And Daniel goes right into the back of Jack Smith. And an absolutely horrible crash at Clearways. And I was waiting for someone. And Daniel's now going to meet the barrier on the infield. No, he is not. What's Jack Smith going to do? Is he going to meet the barrier on the infield? Yes, he is. Bang it in he goes. Is Webber going to do anything? As he comes through Clark Curve. Is Daniel inside the pit building again? No. We'll see if he does that a little bit later on. And that is the end of the session. So let's have a look at the calendar and everything else around. Okay, here is the calendar screen. So we have been to Donington, we have been to Silverstone, we have been to Knock Hill, we've been to Croft, that was last Tuesday. And now we are at the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit for round 5. Next up, after this, next Tuesday, we're into the month of June. We leave the month of May and we head to Thruxton, which is my local. Then on the 9th of June, we head to the Snetterton on the 200 layout. And then round 8, we return back up to Scotland for Not Kill, but we do it the other way round. We do the reverse layout of Not Kill, and then we finish off in Wales at Anglesey using the coastal layout on the 23rd of June. And all events are at 7 PM like they were for every single FunCup round we have held in Season 1 and indeed Season 2. We are into the final countdown for qualifying, and let's transition over for the start of qualifying. And look at that, Arbor 500 at the back, an incredible thing of machine and beauty. But cars are out on the circuit for qualifying here at Brands Hatch. And let's have a little bit of fun with the drone, because why not while they're on their outlaps. Let's see how good I actually am while talking and flying the drone at the same time. I will warn you, this is probably going to be a car crash, and this drone will probably crash. What is going to happen here? We've got Jack Smith, and then we've got Matthew Pryor just in front. Daniel is up ahead. Here we go. Haven't crashed it yet. Jack Smith trying to get past Matthew Pryor is able to. Watch out for the bridge as we head down to Hawthorne. Sandeep is off and into the gravel and hit the wall, as we could tell by the tyre marks, and he will teleport back to the pits. As here comes Matthew Pryor up to Sheen Curve and on to Sterling's. Now this is my least favourite part, because the drone always gets stuck in the trees round here. We'll see what happens here. And then we've got a bridge here. Gotta fly with a lot of obstacles around here on the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, but we do what we must. And going up across the line to start his lap is Matthew Pryor and Jack Smith, who is just up ahead. Webber is going to be the first to start his lap time and his round druids for the first time. So it'll be Webber, Daniel, then Jack Smith and Matthew Pryor, who will be the first to set their lap times. Let's go on board with Daniel as well as Webber in the full screen. In the McDonald's not sponsored FunCup car. As round into Hawthorns we go, up towards Westfield. Daniel going very wide there on the onboard camera that we have on our side by side, and he goes wide again once at Westfield. Up in towards Sheen Curve for Webber. You're really able to throw the car in at Sheen. Into Sterling's for Webber. And we'll get the first lap times up on the board shortly. Here comes Webber up across the line, and it's going to be the first lap time across the board, a 1:44.780. Jack Smith a 1:44.505. Daniel a invalidated lap actually for Daniel. Matthew Pryor a 1:45.814. Next up across the line is John Jig, followed by Eric and Mick. John Jig goes third with a 1:45.812. Eric only a 1:56.559. What can Mick do? He's off the pace as well for the first banker laps. As up towards Druids. That is not Webber, so that'll be the other one of Eric, who is stopped alongside the circuit, but he gets going once again. Up at Graham Hill Bend, and it looks like his front right had broken, as that is smoking down towards 30s. Yeah, that is not ideal for Eric Johansson, who has been around for a while, but he kept forgetting to sign up. So, welcome to the FunCup, Eric. Nice of you to finally turn up and actually take part in this FunCup Championship. Nice to have you here, as he is on a lap time 1:13.714 after 2 sectors. And Daniel just goes across the line, improves 1 position up to 6th. We'll see what Jonjic can do as he comes up towards the line. Unable to improve. We have Mick June sliding through clearways and up through Clark Curve. It's a personal best sector 1, personal best sector 2. Will it do anything on the lap times? No. He stays in 7th place. Same with Eric Johansson. Up in towards Druids for Eric. Goes very wide. Able to pick it back up. John Jig has returned to the pits. Next up across the line is Sandeep. Yellow sector 1. Green sector 2. And a purple sector 3, 144.512. Improves on time, not position, 7 thousandths of a second. Separate the top 2. Sandeep's front right smoking as well in these new cars. Jack Smith has backed off of his lap time. Won't be anything impressive, it doesn't look like, but Sandeep has got a 31.681 purple sector 1, so we will cut to him. He's off onto the Grand Prix loop at the moment. Down Pilgrim's Drop we go, up to Hawthorne Rise, which is just here, and then Hawthorne Corner he's into now. For Sandeep Burgee, will get his second sector time, and it's a 1:04.440 after the 2 sectors he has already gone on. He was up in both sectors. He only needs to improve by 7 thousandths of a second to tie, and 8 thousandths of a second to get the lead. It looks like he will, but how far ahead will it be for Sandeep Burgee as we head round Clark Curve? Got a little bit of grass on the exit there, and he'll come across the line, and he goes top. It's a 144.415, and he will go to a top by nearly a 10th of a second, and then just catches the gravel there. So this lap time will be slower, and he will pull off and he will retire to the pit lane. So Sandeep thinks that that is enough. He will not retire to the pit lane. He will give us a little bit of wave with the front, and now after his wave he returns to the pit lane. He thinks that he has done enough. Mick Junes is currently 8th, 2.79 seconds off the pace. Let's see if he can improve. It doesn't look like he will this time by, but he'll get another lap as he is going to get to the line in the next 45 seconds and counting. Jack Smith is coming across the line to start his last lap. Just behind Mick is Eric. He looks like he's improving. It's a yellow sector 1, green sector 2, up through Clark Curve now and to the line. And it'll be for Eric a 1:46.359, improves on time but not position. Matthew Pryor comes across the line to start his final lap, as time will disappear in 2 seconds, and the checkered flag is out now, and first to take the checkered flag is Daniel, and he has excluded his lap time. I don't know why I can hear JB in my ears. He said he wasn't going to be here. As we head now through Sterling's up towards Clearways, and well, JB said he wasn't going to be here, but I'll bring him in. That's why I've been commentating, because JB said he wasn't going to be here. Hello, JB. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hello. I've been here the entire time. I've been standing in the box for over an hour. I can't believe you've not seen me.
Literally. Hold on. You only joined...
No. I've been here. I've been in Ninja for over an hour, and I've been in this call since 6:45. I then left and went back to the driver's call to try, because they wouldn't listen. I can't hear you. I can't see the pictures, but I've been here the whole time. I've been listening to your poor voice going. I'm screaming into the mic, going, "No, I'm here. You don't have to talk."
Now hold on. Let me find the message you said. At 12:20.
Just me. Oh, go on.
Oh, what just happened there with Matthew Fire? Okay.
Honestly, Omi and Nina can back me up here, because I've been talking to them two for the past 25 minutes going, he's gone on without me.
I quote JB messaged me at 12:22 saying, question, who's on FunCup later, as I have no voice and Nina can back me up. And then where is it? I scrolled down and he says...
Yeah, I couldn't do it in the commentary box, But luckily... I've been able to get back into the commentary box, and I've rested the voice as much as I possibly can, so I'm here to relieve you. I thought we were doing drivers only for practice and qualifying, and then we'll take over for the race. But I've been here waiting, my friend. I've been here.
Yes, because you said that you'll be here for the races, so that's why I commentated practice and qualifying, because I didn't think you would be here.
Oh, well, hello. I'm here. Don't worry. You don't have to do your voice. I'm here. Hello. I don't want your poor voice to go anymore. So we've got the gap. If you want to switch to pictures and all that lot, then I'll take over, if possible.
Sandeep is waving to us again.
Hello, Sandeep.
And he's disconnected from the server. Nice one.
Oh, it's one of those evenings. But yes, I've been shouting down the microphone and waving my hands in the Ninja. I've been in here. I've been here for a long, long time. Oh, okay. So yeah, hello, everybody. Right, so I can save JT's poor aching voice as well for all that. Let's go then. So I presume we're now going straight into the race in about a minute 23 seconds. Excellent. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. How are you all? All doing well? All doing fine? I'll wave to JT if he's on the camera. As Sandeep Burji then has pole, Jack second. As then Webber third, John Jig fourth, Daniel fifth, Matt is sixth, Eric is seventh. As you said, welcome to the championship, Eric. As I heard you mentioned earlier on, JT. As we're going to hopefully have a brilliant race. I can't wait for this. Where do you want my microphone, Ninja or Discord, JT? Oh, okay, so I'll just leave it on Discord then. I'll mute Ninja then today for you. And we'll just take the audio from the Discord call. So we've got 30 seconds until they're on the grid. And then we'll be all set. Yeah, it's one of those situations because we've just come off of commentating on the week of Indianapolis and Formula One, and everybody's voices are dead. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, it's been one of those days and one of those evenings where we just sort of have to struggle. So thank you, JT. His voice did go after commentating on the British Touring Car Championship races, and I could hear it's somewhat recovering, but it is dying, isn't it? As it comes through. And he sounds like he's dying in my ears. So JT, have a breath after that one. Right, we are all set then for the race to get started. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen in this one with Sandeep on pole position. Jack is second, Webber third. As we get set then to go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. And we are set to go racing at Brands Hatch. It's a good start coming from Sandeep. He'll pull down in towards Paddock Hill Bend with a much more voracious start. Look at Jack trying to come through in second position. Downhill, you don't know how much Paddock Hill Bend is an actual drop as you ride up Harewood Hill in towards Druids for the first time. This is an opportunity for a side-by-side draft, and it already looks like the brand new car is giving us some momentum. As Jack gets on the accelerate, he takes the lead. Sandeep's in second, Webber is in third, and with the new liveries on the cars, and there's a brand new car, it looks absolutely fantastic as we rise up now towards Stirlings before we go underneath and start Harewood Hill. We go once again down towards Hawthorne, and we go onto the Grand Prix loop. We're in here for a truly remarkable sight, because watch as they dip under the bridge and rise back up. It is one of the most dramatic slipstreaming opportunities. Slipstream's not on, so you're going to have to do this on pace and do this on pure luck and throwing on the inside. So Slipstream is on, but it's just non-existent coming into it. JT's has told me in the ear, so that's a good sign of it. As you see, Webber holding on for third place. Daniel stays in fourth. Yeah, my voice isn't too good either. That's why I'm not doing the shouty bits at the moment. If I end up shouty, you know why. But JT, fantastic job on the practice and qualifying commentary as we head down. There's your race leader of Jack as he goes under the bridge. Nicely flown, JT, around here. That's not that easy either, actually. You hit that bridge, it's a very nasty one to hit round. But Jack leads. Lap time's complete then, and it's a slow lap time to begin with, though. 2:17s, but we do know that's why. This track, as we swing back around, that's a little bit further back. It's now John Jigg. Under attack from Matt, and then it's Eric coming in there. So it's Matt Pryor in 6th. John Jigg is in 5th. Eric Johansson. Is it Johansson or Johnson? How do you pronounce it? I would say Johansson. Yeah, Johansson coming through. So Eric Johansson coming through in 7th position. Whoa, look at that. It was quite a shot as we'll go up high and then switch down to TV pictures on the ground, which aren't as good as JT's drone cam because they are spectacular shots. Jack Smith then leads as they come underneath the Grand Prix circuit and now dropping under the bridge. Famous fact to view for the race. That's where Johnny Herbert had his accident back in the 1980s and almost lost his ankles in the process. It was a miracle he was a Grand Prix driver. It was a miracle, but he was a 3-time Grand Prix winner. 95 British Grand Prix, 95 Italian Grand Prix, and then the 1999 Luxembourg. Or was it European Grand Prix back then? Because Luxembourg was 97, 98 at the Nürburgring when they wanted to have more races, but the European Grand Prix title couldn't be used in 1997 because Jerez had it at the end of the season, which was an emergency replacement for the abandoned Portuguese Grand Prix, which should have been the original season finale. There's some stats for you that you don't know about. Jack leading as we complete the second lap time here, and he is leading from Sandeep in 2nd, Webber is 3rd, Daniel 4th, John Jigg 5th, Matt 6th, Eric is 7th, and Mick is in 8th. And the fast lap time again going to Jack of 1:44.978. So a much better run through that time as they come up in towards the Druids hairpin. Remarkably accurate, actually, to what it's like in real life, as JC and me can attest to, standing on the inside of Druids during Media Day, getting some absolutely awesome shots as Megan threw down to us as she was up here in the comment box, and me and JT were there at Brands Hatch. It was quite a nice day, actually. We're going to be hopefully doing that again in the future, but hopefully not at Brands Hatch. I'd like a different circuit to host the season opener coming into it. Oh, great. So as they come down again, under the bridge, and Jack leading. First race then with a new generation car. It's actually called on our timing screens up in the box, the FunCup Stage 3 as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful little thing. It's got a lot more power and a lot more gumption. And the liveries are spectacular. I know JT and Matt and the entire team have been working hard on getting them to look good on the broadcast as well. Drivers have chosen their own personalised styles. They've all had to choose the standard liveries of the car, and then they've all, chosen one that they like, and then that's theirs. So there's no real repeats coming through. I especially love, and JT's going to appreciate this, that it looks like Webb and Ashtu has chosen, and maybe Eric as well. Webb has chosen, look at that, it looks like the Weenie Mobile. Me and JT just covered the Weenie 500, and it looks fantastic. Webber's was forced, apparently. So that's a shame. He says forced, but I think JT's going to come on the stream to actually tell us about this, because
forced in the way of, he had the option to choose it. He didn't choose it. Wait, no. Forced in the way of, all of the drivers had their liveries picked. Then the window opened for them to change their livery if they wanted to. Webber decided not to. The running joke of this one is that he doesn't really cook a lot, and is always talking about in the driver's VC, oh, how I'm going to go out and get McDonald's or any other food. So Matt Fire picked the McDonald's car for him. The backing of Matthew Fryer's livery is because he wanted the flower power, and he thought it was very funny. Daniel, I can tell you, he's the only person with that livery. It's very easy to tell that is Daniel. It's very easy to tell that is Matthew Fryer, because he has made it, as owner of the league, no one else is getting that livery.
Oh, so he's actually put the power down, the flower power down rule.
Yes.
Okay, I can accept that. It's a striking livery.
Mick Dunes and John Jig have the same livery.
Makes it a bit harder.
And Eric have the same livery. Jack Smith has gone from green to red.
And he's under attack from Sandeep.
Yes, he is for the lead, so back to you. Enough waffling about liveries.
Cheers, JT. As, look at that, Jack goes on defensive. Sandeep trying to go around the outside, coming in towards Druids. He can't really grab on the power there, but down here towards Graham Hill Bend, he might just have a little bit of a look-sis. As we open up John Jig's timings, they've both gone super wide. Staying in track limits is actually a little bit impossible down there. The car just doesn't want to brake and turn in as usual, so we're going to expect to see that just a little bit more, unfortunately. But when do these guys ever stay in track limits anyway? I remember the race at Vallelunga last year, and last season in fact, and it was just streaming off the track. Is Sandeep going to have a little bit of a look-sees on the inside? He thinks about it, wants to go for a move, won't go for a move up here. Now he'll have a go down in towards Dingle Dell. Oh, he's right on the tail bumper actually, with 6 minutes 47 to go. He'll have to find the correct opportunity to go for the attack. He's got it up nicely now. Come on, find the pace. Turns it in. Jack's gone defensive. He's left the door open. Coming down into what part of the track is this? Is it Stirling's? I can't quite remember what corner that is. Stirling's in Clearways, yeah. And then into clearance now, and then down through the Clark curve. Faithfully recreated this track, isn't it? Wow, it's scary seeing the outside of it, knowing that me and JT have commentated those exact spots. Look how close we can get with drone cam as Sandeep wants to go on the attack down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Is he going to have enough momentum? Jack defends the inside line. You can see Sandeep try and look round the outside. Just a little bit on the power. Rear steps out. Uphill now. Jack defends the inside line, but that'll make him go deep through Druids. He's so going to be slow at the exit. If I was Sandeep, I would go for a little bit of wheel on the inside and just make it known that he's thinking about it. Oh, he was close to nerfing the back there, wasn't he, of Jack. Sandeep really wants to find an opportunity to pass through. I'm surprised that Webber's 5 seconds back. These two have taken off massively now at the front of the field, and what an opener for our new car we have. We are also debating whether or not it's a driver's only broadcast. Would be quite funny. So you guys hear what the drivers are saying during the race. It would be a bit too chaotic, and we'll probably have to, rate it PG-18 or something or other. Maybe R, just rate it R. But it would be quite fun to see a drivers only broadcast. Maybe for qualifying, something like that. Or, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But we want to continue evolving the FunCup here, as Jack still holding the lead. It's tricky to overtake here at Brands Hatch, but especially on the Grand Prix loop. On the Indy circuit, you can sort of get a run around, but at this place, you've got a timing moment and slipstream it. Paddock Hill Bend is an option. Druids obviously is the favourite. And you can see that's what Sandeep's trying to work towards. Just get a good exit now through down at the Clark curve, over the straight down towards Paddock Hill Bend. And Jack's gone defensive to the inside. Sandeep's thinking about an outside manoeuvre. That's going to be very tight to get it sorted if he can do it. They can't get it sorted there. Still nothing. Cautious under brakes again from Jack. The rear steps out. We're not seeing a massive change in terms of the cars as we think. So hopefully it's going to be okay. They're both wide. Wide again, coming onto the Grand Prix loop. Down we go. Back on power. Full speed ahead, please, people. What have you got? Sandeep's up into second position. Is the most irrelevant comment I've said. I know, JT's even said he's been there for ages. What have I been saying? I just want to say he's in second position. He might get first position soon because Jack's making several mistakes. I'd like to point out as well, I am very heat-stroked as well. It's been a hot day in the UK and this commentary box is not very good. Whoa, even JT's struggling as well. I full credit to JT because it can't be fun in that box. Is Sandeep going to have a little run here? He's dropped back by 0.9 of a second now. JT getting stuck into trees. To be fair though, JT, I think you've just messaged like 10-20 minutes ago in that message in Discord you sent me, and I've only just got it. So I think Discord might be having a bit of a problem, which is what led to the communication issue earlier on. If suddenly loads of messages pour in later on tonight saying about me being here, you know why. Sandy is still P2. Jack is P1. He's going to try and have the go on the assault. Jack locks up though. Oh, so close to running it out wide. The brake discs glowing on the front there of Sandeep. And look, here's the last sector lap times now complete to Sandeep and Jack. So 32.3 for Sandeep. Jack is faster by 0.38. Sector 2, 0.28 faster, 0.08 faster in Sector 3. So Jack's last lap time was a 44. As you can see, it's better. And now you can see even the last lap time is 0.7 of a second faster per lap. So that explains why Sandeep's not catching up. He's not as quick as Jack is. And we should see that Jack is so adaptable to any new car. Remember Vallelunga last year, how quick he was in the same strategy of races. I wonder if he takes race 2, actually, if that's going to be a double. We see at the moment then on the board with 1 minute 20 to go. Next time by will be the last lap of this first race of the day. Race 2 will come up immediately. What has happened to Mick Jones? He is down he's 21.96 seconds back to Matt Pryor. And what's happened to Matt Pryor? Because he's down in 7th now. Thinking about that gap's now increasing. Wonderful new graphics from JT as well. What has happened to Matt Pryor there? I'll ask him later to see if there's a bit of a difference between it. We're still in a lot of pace now, a lot of running around. But still, we carry on and go on the attack. Fourth place battle could be brewing now. Something we must look at. This is the final lap. We will take the checker flag at the end of it. And John Jig might get ahead of Daniel. They're going to be flying around so much on this last lap. It's going to be quite fun. JT says he's going for drone cam on this last lap time, and I don't blame him one bit. We'll keep it in picture. Jack's going to come through to complete the last lap of the opening race of the day. As we fly down in towards Clearways and Clark Curve. And the checker flag will fall, and we will be completed for the first race of the day. A brilliant piece of driving. He's adapted to the new car well. Jack Smith wins the opener here at Brands Hatch and takes victory. He started 8th, and he has done a brilliant resurgence to the front of the field. Sandeep is 2nd, Webber 3rd. Battle over the line for 4th. That's gone through. Daniel ahead of John Jig. And then we get Eric, Matt, and Mick finishing up. And it's all mayhem down at Paddock Hill Bend, just as we knew it would be, and just as we come to expect. Oh, slap on contact between Webber and Matt. Oh, Matthew got 6th. Matthew managed to get ahead of Eric. Eric's into the pit lane. Oh, he's gone back now. So, according to our timing screens, Matt Pryor is up into 6th position. Eric Johansson is down into 7th position. So, that has been a change around that we weren't expecting. Fabulous change around it forward, but yeah, that has shocked me a little bit. Didn't expect it, didn't see it, and there's the change around that's come. So, what a dramatic opening race of the day. We are hopeful now that we're going to see race 2 be a little bit easier on everybody. That race is coming up shortly, and as alongside what is going to be a very interesting one coming through. So, let's take a look now. Welcome to race 2 here for Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix circuit. The FunCup Championship makes its way in during its 2nd season to the absolutely awesome Brands Hatch legend. That's all you've got to say about this place. Legends are born here. So many championships decided, so many races lost. And it is celebrating 100 years as a race circuit. So they've gone all out as well. As me and JT saw on Media Day, you can literally buy a Brands Hatch 100-year bedclothes. If you fancy that, you can have bedclothes. It's really, really, really amazing how much they're going out for it. It's a track that JT knows well. He's there practically every weekend. He practically lives here, in all honesty. So let's see what we're going to have for the next race. So this is race 2 coming up, and it's going to start soon here on the track. So let's see what we're going to have. You can see the run into Paddock Hill Bend, that graphic. I hope Google Earth one day actually does give us a full screen version, because it doesn't do it justice as to exactly how big the circuit is. Countdown is on, though. The lights will come on and we will be underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are racing now! Into the pit lane and away. That is John Jig, who has jumped back in. Jack Smith also in the pit lane. So that is Jack going to start from 8th position. Sandeep has got the lead. Webinar Ashtu has got Daniel trying to come round the outside of him in towards the first 2 corners. Into Druids now at the breaking point. They've all lifted off a bit. Sandeep's got the lead. Daniel in 2nd. Webber is 3rd. Matt Pryor in 4th position. Eric Johansson going on the inside there with John Jig. There's Jack leaving the pit lane now. So Jack is a number of seconds behind, unfortunately. Well, he's 20 seconds back already. So a disadvantaged start for him into this one, but we are underway for race number 2, and it's side by side. Look at Eric and John Jig as they come up now underneath the bridge. Eric's going to get ahead. John Jig is going to drop back, and there's nothing that could be changed there, unfortunately. That's going to be another slipstream battle. How's Mick caught up already? Look at that, he's in P7. Mick is going for it. Mick had a bad moment at turn 1, but he's got back and he's now going to get ahead of John Jig. So well done, Mick. Jack, however, is still in the pit lane. Well, sorry, he's back out of the pit lane now, but he is still 19.95 seconds back. So he is not going to be in a position of accelerating on the job. As Sandeep now leads, coming to complete lap 1 of the race. Another 13.5 minutes to go in this second race. This is the end of lap 1. We've got Matt Pryor now on board with the Flower Power car. MP with the FP, with the POV, shot in 4th position. Sandeep now has a 1.23 second advantage coming over the line. Look at the brake discs glowing into turn 1. It looks absolutely resplendent as they come up now Herald Hill in towards Druids. All looking superb. Have you seen watch Daniel's lights? They say FunCup on them from right to left. Have a look. Does it say lights in the middle of the car as well? Apparently have got something on them. I was just looking at the actual lights on the car, so we need to look at the lights of the dead center on Daniel's car. They flash when he upshifts. So when he upshifts, they flash. Is he aware of that? Because that's going to give an oh, okay, he is aware of it. Lovely. I was going to say, that gives him an advantage. Sandeep is now 2. Sandeep went wide, but he's now 2 seconds ahead. But Sandeep must have cut one of the corners of somewhere on the circuit to gain that amount of time. But he was very wide, and now he's 1.6 seconds, now 1.45 to Webber. I think he knows that he went a bit too deep. Webber Narashi is going to try and close him down, and Daniel's right there as well to capitalise. It's all going off now. What an amazing little battle we are witnessing. Will there be another moment of fighting as they fly through? Watch now. This is Daniel trying to have a go at Webber. It's full power at the moment. Wheel to wheel. Nothing into turn 1. That's annoying. I was hoping there was going to be something. JT says the headlights flash when he upshifts, hazards when he downshifts. So watch out for that. Oh, I see it. I do see it, actually. Upshifting, and the lights will change, downshift. Oh, yes! Oh, wow, you can see it. That's so cool. Daniel has done a brilliant thing there, so we know when he's upshifting and downshifting. What a genius and innovative thing to do. People have got way too much time on their hands to give us fun things like that to talk about in the FunCup. He did it completely accidentally, JT's telling me. Oh, my. Okay, well, perfect. Then how that's wired around. I wonder if that's going to happen to anybody else with that livery if they choose it. Anyway, Sandeep leading by 1.25 seconds. The battle for second is on right now as we now see Eric Johansson trying to go around the outside of Matt Pryor. So McDonald's versus Flower Power. This is be a little bit interesting. And he's trying to look on the inside line. And Johansson can't get a slipstream there, unfortunately. He'll have to give up, try again, and try another position in order to go full throttle. But what an amazing start to this one. There's still a long way to go in this race, though. And that's what I like about it. A little bit of drama. Always what we like to see. Drones are not being a fan of each other today. I feel sorry for JT. So we go back on the attack, back on the power. Oh, it is normal. Nothing lip mic. Anyway, here we go again. Johansson trying to look on the inside. Daniel's now attacking Webber. Still nothing. Look at that. Jack is now 13.56. 13.6. Look at that. Oh, and there goes to the inside line. Eric Johansson makes the move on Matt Pryor. Matt tries to get back on the undercut at him. Hasn't worked out. So through Surtees, and he's giving him the bump and a half down the back stretch underneath the Hawthorne. Nothing going on there. Well, FunCup is fun and flower power driven, it seems, because Matt Pryor is not giving him a second inch. He's going through on the inside line now, very deep as they approach Dingledale, and a little bit wide from Johansson. Daniel's also battling with Webber, and Sandeep's dropped back. We've got a three-way fight for the top three. Three-way fight for 4, 5, and 6. Mick needs to get back in there, and there'll be a four-way fight. This is going to be a very tasty race with 8 to go. We're only halfway in race 2, remember? And we've got all of this power still to come. This is for the lead. Webber's having a look. He's jumping the curb. So was Sandeep. Daniel's trying to come around the outside, over the line, and then down to turn 1. Here we go again. 3 wide, nothing going on. Sandeep did a 145.784. So and there through on the inside. That is a brilliant move from John Jigg on Eric Johansson, and they come together. John Jigg gets a little bit of a slide on his car. He gets it together. That puts Matt safely in P4 as things stand. The battle for the lead is still going. Boys, I said don't make me or JT's voice go so high. We can't take it. Obviously, they've taken that as gone, okay, let's make them actually scream and lose their voices completely. Because Sandeep is leading, but he's going to go very defensive against Webber here. Webber thinking about a way through on the inside line. He wants to find it through. He's lurked the back of Sandeep. He's trying to get the slipstream coming out of Sterling's and underneath, down now towards Hawthorne's. Webber sliding around massively as well as they come into it. In the slipstream. Full power coming. Who's got the flower power? Well, there is Matt Pryor comfortably in 4th position. So he's holding on to this nicely. Just as we suspected. He might. Oh, Johansson a little bit wide. Mick June's just going to wait for the opportunity. Look at that. 0.3 separates Sandeep and Webber. 0.3 separating Webber and Daniel. So 0.66 separating the top 3. It's give and take now as they're going to have the slipstream. Sandeep's got clean air, so he'll gain away. But Daniel will be right up there with Webber. Over the line, in towards turn number 1. 6 minutes to go, just 6 minutes. So about 4 laps in total. Webber goes wide. Oh, and he's going to sell in the dummy on the inside, coming in towards Druids. How did he get that one stopped in time and not clatter into the back for Sandeep? Webber wants to find a way through. So does Daniel. Come on, come on. What have you got? Cautiously, wildly accelerating. On the inside line, through now at Surtees. Webber's front, stepping out. Rear Sandeep also getting a bit loose on acceleration. Under the bridge, Daniel's right there. He's going to wait for it. I think everyone's going to be joining up for this one soon. If these lot keep battling, John Jig's only 3.3 seconds behind, and Matt Pryor's dropped into 6th position in all this. So Matt's actually dropped down in position as they try and stale in. Oh, it's whoever's got the best getaway, really. There we go. Webber's looking on the inside line for a move. Clips the curb at Dingledell. Down we come in towards Sterling's, and through goes Daniel on the inside. A nice move. Webbers can't fight back from that. He's now down to 3rd position. It's regroup and try again momentum now. You don't want to make those errors and keep having the issue. But it is a storming start here today. 4 minutes to go. So that was only on 1 lap. We did a 140. So off goes Daniel! Daniel gets an exit curb in. It was too much. And that is just out wide. He's lost already 4 places coming through. Oh! He's down into 4th place. He loses 1 position. So now he's on the back of John Jig, and John Jig did amazing to gain 3 seconds back. Webber's all over the back of Sandeep as well. What a lap from John Jig, actually. He did a 146. The rest was 148, 147. So them battling has really brought John Jig back into the mix. Crazy. Just absolutely mental racing, which is what we like. JT's doing well with bridge avoidance here. Webber's wide. Sandeep holding him through. So we now got a 4-way battle, and Matt Pryor has passed Mick Jones as well. So Mick is up to 6th. Eric Johansson's down into 7th. Jack's still in 8th. I wonder what happened with him being in the pit lane. Webber's trying to go around the outside of Sandeep. 4 now in a battle. Yep, sure. Why not? That's a thing, isn't it? Power, power, power. Who's going to have the willpower? Look at that over the line. 2 to go, and this is tasty. This is the last lap but 1. Dive bomb on the inside line. Sandeep under attack from Webber. John Jig trying to run the outside. Daniel's going for 3rd place back and takes him. John Jig tries to get a reverse cut back through. Not going to work there. Sandeep, though, leading from Webber by 0.3 of a second now. And critically, an overtake opportunity coming. It is opportunity knocks at the moment here in what is a very critical race. Championship's also going amazingly well right now. That was a great under the bridge drone shot there from JT, as we now see. Oh, there goes Daniel. Still the attack with John Jig coming up the hill, and he's through. John Jig's going to try and cut back on the inside. It's a no, 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 I'm afraid. You're not going to make that move. Sandeep goes wide, goes on the grass, gets it loose once and twice. Webber's alongside him. Sandeep is all out of shape. And Webber goes through. Sandeep completely out of control. And Webber takes full opportunity. But I've got a feeling that here we go. Sandeep looks around the outside line. But Webber breaks late. Sandeep with the undercut and touches the back of Webber. Daniel's coming through. So's John Jig. We're 4 wide at Brands Hatch, and round goes Sandeep in contact with Daniel and John Jig. Webber stays on the outside. John Jig goes through to take the lead of the race. Daniel and Webber having a bit of contact on the last lap of the race. It's John Jig leading to Webber second, Daniel third, and Sandeep is round out of the last corner. John Jig leading, but can Webber fight back for a race win? Well, that was dramatic and so sad for Sandeep, who led this race from lights out. It hasn't worked out the way he wanted it to. It's been unexpected. It has been the brilliance. And now we have to sort of wait and see what's going to happen next. As Webber continues on the attack, he wants to find a way through. He needs to find a way through. He wants this victory with all of his might. He's pulling to the outside. John Jig wants a victory as well. I think everybody agrees he might deserve it. Webber around the outside. He's going for the move. You're side by side with Matt and Jack. We're watching now on the main pictures. Webber versus John Jig. I said don't give me a reason to shout. They've ignored it. They're giving us a hell of a race. Webber fighting back. 2 corners left. Who's going to be victorious? John Jig going a little bit wide. Webber's got the slipstream. Is it a run to the line once again? Is Daniel going to be there? The checkered flag waits. Webber looks around the outside. It's into the last corner. It's approaching the line. Webber's got the run. Webber's got the acceleration. John Jig's coming on the inside. Webber's going defensive. It's a run to the line. And it is Webber Narashtu who takes victory here in race 2 at Brands Hatch. And I've got to stop because I've got no voice left. Fabulous. Absolutely brilliant racing. Well done, guys. And, yep, that's how you go motor racing. Brilliant. Just brilliant. And it's a car crash at the bottom. Webber wins. John Jig, Daniel, Matt Pryor. And Matt Pryor disappears from my board. He disconnected it. But Webber Narashtu wins here at Brands Hatch. As I get my headset mic on, so it's a little bit easier for JT to hear me and to do the post-session interviews. Is this on? JT's doing flips with the drones, which is always nice to see and is always very well appreciated. A big hand to JT for doing cameras today and also the commentary at the start. That's very, very much appreciated, my friend. Right, let's get some of the drivers in to have a word with them, and we'll go to our battle cameras, which is always going to be nice so that no one's looking at me. Anyone coming in? Matt Pryor. Let's get Matt in. How do I don't JT's have to do it. I don't have permission. That's why I was shouting earlier on. Matt's here. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Hello. How did that happen then? What an interesting race. You were up and down in the order, but you were 3 wide at one point. That was quite good.
I saw the 3 wide. I saw the 4 wide. I think I was fairly alone for most of today.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of had fairly mid pace. Like I wasn't really quicker or slower than anybody. I just was kind of existing.
Yeah.
And just sort of ended up where I ended up.
We enjoy your flower power livery and the decision that you've made it a rule that only you can have it. That's quite genius.
Yeah, I mean it's really for me, to be honest. You know, not for anybody else. It was a decision I made for my own soul, and it means you can swap me on track.
We can, and we did quite easily. Very good. Thruxton next, my friend. How are you going to find that one?
I'm hoping. Well, Virgie said that he had a good race once with this car. Not with this car, but with another league.
Yeah.
Thruxton. So I've got high hopes for good racing. I think pretty much this whole season has been a boring race to a crazy race to a boring race to a crazy race. But so this is probably more on the boring side. So Thruxton should be mental again.
It's been yin and yang, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Especially on the commentary. We're trying to keep it low side because me and JT do have blown voices after Indianapolis and F1 and everything.
Oh,
So
I can imagine.
You can probably hear it a little bit. JT says, JT's voice was dead before because I was speaking to Nina earlier on the phone and she said that JT was apparently singing at the O2. Not one of the stages, but what were you doing? Hang on, JT, come on the stream. What were you actually doing? Why was your voice broke before the touring car race on Sunday?
It's what happens when you do work experience and school kids and toddlers are involved.
That's the one. Yeah. So thank you, JT. But yeah, okay. Cheers, Matt. We'll let you disappear. JT, who?
All right. Oh God.
I don't know if I have to repeat that on stream or not. Okay. JT wants to know, Matt, what was this pushing and shoving all about here today? We've got a replay for you here.
So I think what happened is John Driggs slightly miscalculated my exit. So then he goes into the back of me and then pins me forward because I'm also moving across to get the slipstream from Eric. So, yeah, John did basically become the pole queue because of my inability to do exits.
Oh, so a sort of 50-50,
yeah, I mean, it's not like we have an official rule book, but if there was one, it'd be fine.
Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Happy with that answer, JT. JT's happy with that answer. So you got away with that one, I think, my friend. Coming to, I'm just trying to see something on there. I think it's designed. I just saw a little dent on the lip mic, but it is designed that way. I've checked with other people. It is designed that way. Don't worry. It's for when I've looked at it. It's for when the lip bar touches the top and it's sealed in with the mic. So I just noticed it on camera and I thought, have I dented it? But no, I've checked with Amy. He's got the same one.
God, that's some innovation right there.
Yeah, it's quite. I don't know how it works. It's a weird mic, but JT, who's next up in the box? Thank you, Matt. I hope you have a great race at Thruxton as well.
All right, cheerios. Thank you, guys.
Cheerios. I don't know. You drag them in. JT's arguing with me now. Let's have Eric in the first time in. Eric, it's JB up here in the comms box. Can you hear me?
I can indeed. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the championship. How did you find your first event?
There was something. It's quite boring at times, but then I spun and it became fun. Race one was.
Yeah. So it became fun after you'd spun.
Yeah, but I got in race one. I think the entire 15 minutes it was just everyone was equally spaced, and then like final lap I spun and had a quite fun battle with Matt for like a lap, and then race two, it was also very fun.
Oh, race two is always quite fun on that one. Thruxton is next. How are you feeling about that now you joined the championship? Have you done much running at Thruxton circuit? Ooh, okay.
No.
A little bit of advice. It's the fastest circuit in Britain, so put your foot down and then don't lift off through Church. So you'll know which one Church is because there's literally, You make a mistake there, it's a big one. So just keep your foot flat in and just kink it towards the right, and you'll be fine. You'll enjoy it. You really would as well. What's your setup like? Is it a force feedback wheel and everything?
It's a J29.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. That's a good circuit on. Going back though, what do you reckon for the rest of the season? Are you just going to take this one as a learning and then get ready for season 3?
Yeah, probably.
Excellent. Welcome to the
Don't really have
championship.
plans.
You have 20
Thank
points,
you.
I've just been told. There
Yes.
you go. Welcome to the championship, Eric. Nicely done on debut. You've done better than a couple of other people who joined on the championship, so well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening. See you next week. Okay, JT's just calculating points right now, as we'll get Webb up in the booth. Webber is on 4th on 162 points at the moment, as JT's calculating. Feels like your vision this, waiting for them to come in. Invite again, he was typing. So I disappeared. So it disappeared. There we go. Hello, Webber. It's JB up in the booth. How are you?
Hello, not bad.
Hello. What do you make of the new car? You're a race winner. That's already a big improvement on the season you've been having. So, mate, that's brilliant. Well done.
Oh, it's one of the most fraudulent wins you'll ever see. Because Jack Smith decides to not appear on the grid. And Sandy Burgess decides to park the bus to have some fun, in which we then went 4 wide and he got killed, unfortunately. So on road pace, it was like Donington. So I was faster than like Mark and Daniel. But I was way off Jack and Burgess. So race 1 was basically Donington again. But then race 2, I guess, Burgess decides to wait. Otherwise, it would have been as boring as race 1.
Will you take it as a race win? Because even though you said it was fraudulent, you did brilliantly well to defend, and also the run to the line, you just had to overtake. It was a great race.
Well, yeah, I guess it's when you get to side by side, you can have a good battle, but it's impossible to actually get to side by side because this car has it has more power than the UK car, so the slipstream is much less than the previous car. So it's all on exit. So if the car ahead gets an okay exit, even if you're in the slipstream, the gap kind of stays the same, or it's not going to close enough to a point that you can attack. So then the car ahead basically has to just focus on exits, because you can't really send a dive bomb here in Brands Hatch apart from the hairpin, but then it follows a very long turn 1, so then can't really get a run off of turn 1 either. So I don't know. I mean, Thruxton should be better because it's more like straight kind of, but then yeah, I'm not sure about it yet.
How do you feel about Thruxton going into it next? Are you going to get practicing?
I mean, yeah, I guess a bit, because I don't have a lot to do this weekend, but Thruxton is a good track when we raced in the old touring cars in like the 1990s touring cars when we did an event in the league. But then I think you're gonna hit your rev limiter quite soon after church, I think you said.
Yes,
yeah, you're gonna hit the rev limiter quite soon, so then it becomes, I don't know, just everybody on the rev limiter about 3 seconds after church all the way to the final chicane.
I don't know if you can see JT's production cam, but I'm here on the stream. I'll give you a wave.
How hot is it in UK?
It's not as hot as I thought it would be in the comment box. The whole reason me and JT had the miscommunication earlier on was because I wasn't going to be here for the practice and qualifying, but then I was going to come for the races, and JT knew I wasn't going to be there for that one because it's so hot in the commentary box, and I couldn't commentate inside the house because we've got a guest staying who's doing meetings, and I can't shout when they're on professional meetings. But luckily, it's actually gone quite cool here tonight in the UK, for me at least. So the commentary box's door has been open, and it's been quite pleasant in here, actually, for the first time. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. But how's it over there, mate?
Because Mark has turned the server off, to answer Josh's question.
JT can't get the server, go on.
It's Well, it's currently 3 a.m. for me. It's 25 degrees. So it's not much better. at all.
No, is it a drier heat or a hot heat? Like a sweaty heat?
It's the sweaty one because we are very close to the east of China. So like we are very humid for
Ooh.
as humid as you get, and it rained. Last Sunday it rained yesterday as well. It just it's not great. It's cooler outside than inside because I have a 95-degree laptop right in front of me. So
My
that's
God.
also producing a lot of. So
I hope you get some very good rest and get some cool nights for you as well. So then, Webber, let's see how you look on the standings board. So Sandeep leads on 202 points to Jack on 172. Daniel has 167. Webber, you're fourth on 162. John Jiggs on 113. Matt Pryor's on 110, the same as Mick Junes. George Remington's on 60. And Eric Johansson is on 20. So there's our 9 in the championship standings at the moment. You happy with that, Webber? Yeah, you're going to challenge Daniel now. You're just 5 points behind.
the point gap's actually quite close. Because second to fourth is 10, and then fifth to seventh is 3. I don't know. I think it would depend on what car we're going to use for the next 4 rounds. As I see an announcement, and that says
Okay. This is going to be interesting to see what's
the UK
Matt's
car
gonna
has
do his-
already come back.
Oh, okay. Right, we'll get Matt in a minute to tell us exactly what's going on. The full announcement's coming soon as to what's happening there. Thank you, Webber. Take care, mate. Have a great week and stay, cool out there.
Yeah, I have an ice cream ready. But yeah, one final point. If it goes back to UK car, I think I'm probably fourth because Daniel is quite fast in the UK car, and he's clearly not as fast on the Stage 3 car. But either way, it should be a good fight for third in the championship going to the end of the season. Because if Jack doesn't, well, if he starts, he's going to pull away from both me and Daniel. So second is not reachable. But yeah, it should be a good fight for third.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. Cheers, mate. See you next week. Take care.
Yep. See you.
Bye-bye. And I presume we've got Daniel now joining.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, Daniel. Well, race 1 was very entertaining for me. That was a domination class, I think. How do you feel about that one?
Well, I got a good start. I don't think I did too well in race 1, but it was quite the fight with, I think it was John for 4th, because I kept making mistakes. But one thing I've noticed in this car, my starts are a hell of a lot better than they used to be.
So you like this car?
No.
No.
They're just better at the starts. I did prefer the FunCup.
If Matt is going to tell us about the announcement soon, do you feel like going back to a different car would be better for you than going in Thruxton?
Yes, I'd have to say so.
Are you out there right now?
No.
Oh, okay, go on.
Mainly because I prefer the where you have to flick it into some corners. I say flick it. Wrestle it in against the axle. Reminds me more of karting, which is what I do normally.
Which is what we like to see with a FunCup as well. You can throw it in. It's more of a karting style championship. I agree with you. Do you feel then, my friend, that the rest of the season will play out better for you then? If you said just a not great race 1 and not great race for him.
It was legal.
It was legal. Yeah, there's been a corner cut on the... Oh, you are seeing it. There we go. You are seeing it. Corner cut in half. Go on.
Yeah, so I'd definitely say that this is going to be an interesting one regardless. Because rear tyre temperatures are going to be bad here, but I think I will prefer this car again. Because the setups I make normally have quite good rear temperature control. So trying to make a setup for this new car was quite difficult.
I hope that you've managed to find a setup that would work quite nicely for you. Whoa. Nearly went off there.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think this race will be quite interesting because it will be the overheating of the rear left again.
Yeah, which is natural with these cars.
Yes, which I personally quite like.
It's a lot more fun because we saw a lot of sliding, as you said, on the rears, and it was a lot more go-karting. It was a lot easier to commentate on as well up here in the booth. So I'm with you. I'd agree with that. I'd like to see more of
Hi
this.
Weber.
Weber and Daniel are now in the server, and they're making contact. This is what a drivers-only broadcast would be like, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Would you be up for that, actually, Daniel? Would you be up for just like a qualifying or a practice session, me and JT not talking, and you guys, talking on the commentary stream instead?
Instead of going into interviews, we just end up doing the random waffle that occurs.
Yeah.
In the drivers' chat.
Yeah, so we'll just play that on the stream, like a drivers only chat for a session, and see how it all goes before we take over again.
Yeah, I think that could be a funny idea.
What is happening to your car?
Don't question it. I don't actually know. I think the hazard lights are on.
Hazard lights or Back to the Future?
Well, I was doing over 88 mile an hour, so it could have been Back to the Future.
Oh, okay. And now you've just gone. You've hit twine pin.
No, that was Weber.
Oh, it was Weber going off. I can't actually. I'm only on a tiny screen. Dear, dear, dear. Okay, well, Weber's had enough practice today. He's did a 2-minute lap time out there. Daniel, final thoughts then? What do you make of Thruxton as you're racing around here?
It's been 2 laps, and the rear left is already at 90 degrees. So, quite a lot of fun. What is Weber doing? Oh, no, don't crash it!
Oh! Close. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if this is what the race is going to be like, it'll be wonderful.
I can't wait. Thank you very much, Daniel. It will put the FunCup. Thank you for driving out there. I'm going to see you next week, mate. Let's bring Matt back up then. He's got an announcement on the cars we're watching. Hello, Matt. Right, you've got an announcement. What's up? What are we watching here on the program at the moment?
A
disco ball, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, epileptic warning right there. We've come back to the FunCup UK car because the stage 3 was pretty awful inherently. It was very inconsistent. It was very, very difficult to get on corner exit. So we've gone back to the UK car. It's a tried and tested mean machine.
I agree. Yes. At least we tried a new car and tried something different.
Yeah.
But this thing is the best one.
You know, in the spirit of F1, changing the regulations mid-season is what we do around here.
But at least we stick to it. Formula One, on the other hand, can't seem to find a regulation change that they want to go with.
We change it a little bit, and then we go, that's made new problems. Now I have to change it again in 3 races. Yeah.
Canada.
It's like, wait, we're just right back to where we were when we started.
I'm now being given a signal that I need to wrap up commentary on my side because I need to vacate the commentary box. Matt, we are back to the UK car for next week at Thruxton, which we're here.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, my friend. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks for streaming once again.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for the championship. We've got loads of guys out here now giving us a show. Is JT out there? No, he's in the pits. JT's in the pits. I thought you might be driving out there. Right, let's go then. Okay, so we are wrapped up here today for all of the championship action from Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix Loop. As you've seen, next week we are going to be at Thruxton, and we are back with the new championship rounds with the UK car. Then we're going to go over to Snetterton for the 200 circuit on the 9th of June for round 7. Then over to Knockhill and rounding out at Anglesby for round 9. Me and JT will leave you now. My thanks to him for producing and doing the commentary on the first 2 parts of the sessions. Thanks for your company tonight. We leave you with a montage of the craziness from race 2. See you next week. Goodbye.